Very exciting news today to share with you guys that Sony has officially patented their infamous back button attachment. I say infamous in a really, really good way. But as you guys know, for the entire month of February, before we get into today's video, I'm going to gently remind you guys to, that's right, consider subscribing. You're going to see this graphic all month, so get used to it. So let's jump into a couple of my older videos. That's actually the button. We'll get to that in just a second. This actually dates back, my excitement dates back, honestly, to December 17th, 2019, where I did a video talking about the idea of the back button attachment and how cool it was. And this was like our first product look at it. I wanted one. They were on back order. I had to patiently wait like everybody else. Thankfully, I didn't have to wait too long because on January 23rd, I got my hot little hands on it. About a year, wow. Man, time really flies. A year ago is when I got it. You really think how late the back button attachment came in the PlayStation 4 life cycle. Like, how crazy. Especially when you have this gem right here, my Elite controller, which I adore. I love everything about this thing. Think of how late it took Sony to figure this out, that people actually wanted this. And based on the fact that it sold out pretty much instantly everywhere, based on the fact that it was very highly rated, Sony made this very bizarre choice not to release one with the DualSense controller or to release an Elite controller at all. Right now, yes, we're very early on the PlayStation 5 life cycle, but let's face it. When you got your pre-order for your PlayStation 5, you did what everybody else did. You bought the camera, you bought the media remote, you bought the charging station, you bought a spare controller because you just didn't know how hard it'd be to get stuff, right? And here we are. And now we're in the thick of the PlayStation 5 cycle as stock comes in and is immediately sold out. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be headphones, charging station. The second hardware comes out, it's sold instantly, and you guys know I'm right. So let's take a look at how happy I was when I finally got my console, my back button attachment.
This is Jim back with
Some pretty good polish on that video.
Unboxing this bad boy.
Got a little
That's
graphic
right.
there.
My DualShock 4 back button attachment came in the mail today.
Yeah, man. That's excitement right there. I don't know who that guy is, but he's pretty excited. So today at IGN, they released an article. I will post a link as always below, basically just saying, hey, it's coming. Now, IGN speculates, I don't know if this is true, but IGN speculates that it may be solely to block other people from doing it. And they talk about a little bit here. Yeah, here. I don't know, my picture's blocking a little bit, but it's okay. Basically, it says that it's unclear if Sony will press ahead with this production because it may be a block against other third-party people. Recall that they've done this with nameplates and other stuff. So I don't know. I think it looks pretty snazzy. I mean, obviously, it fits and looks nearly identical, at least in form and fit, to what the back button attachment was on the DualSense the DualShock 4 controller was. Would fit in the same place. Looks like it snaps and looks like it has that toggle button in the back. Just the two paddles, which is fine. All we really need is jump and crouch. At least for me, if I'm playing Call of Duty Black Ops, that's what I had mine set to on my DualShock 4 controller, and I loved it. But yeah, I would love to see this on the DualSense, and I think hopefully it's coming. That's all I can say. Hopefully it's coming. I don't understand really why though. We have to wait. So, subscribe again. I don't know why that happened. that was not intentional. I think I know why it did that, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't mind about the, when it comes to like waiting or whatever, like I'm okay with it and make it right. But if you're going to do the exact same thing you guys did before, I don't understand why you wouldn't just, release it at launch. Like clearly you were thinking about it. You had a lot on your minds. I get it with the whole console launch and whatever, but like, this is a no-brainer. People wanted this. People still talk about this. People still, despite the fact that the Elite Controller Series 2, this is the OG, this is the Series 1. Despite the fact that the Series 2 had so many problems, people still talk about it. And people still look at scuff in a meaningful way. and people still want to get into this because they realize it's the future. When you're playing with a keyboard and a mouse and you have all these mapped buttons and you have all this functionality at your fingertips, it's so bizarre to me we're still handcuffed by some of the controller design we have today. And as many great inventions as a controller has seen over the years, whether it be, you know, the different types of haptic feedback or the invention of the analog stick or the shoulder buttons, even hair triggers, that sort of thing. It's so bizarre to me that we still have not gotten away from people playing like thumb exercises where they're jumping and going back to aiming, and it doesn't work in first-person shooters. And I see it all the time. Particularly, I play a lot of Modern Warfare with Phil. I play a lot of, and he plays on his Xbox. I am playing on my PC. I play with a couple other friends who are still, I don't want to use the word handcuffed because I am a console gamer at heart, the same as everyone else. But I do see a lot of people on the console side, and I can see where they are stopping looking because they're reloading or because they're jumping. I watch it, I see it. I don't have that problem with a keyboard and a mouse. I have independent, I have thumb buttons on my mouse. I have a whole litany of buttons easily accessible with my left hand. It's so bizarre to me to see people handcuffed and their performance is hindered by the fact that they don't have the ability to have these paddles like I do, or they never bought it, or they don't understand the technology, or the muscle memory isn't there. But this, I think, is a great opportunity for Sony, or really at the launch it was, to say, hey, you know what, we're going to include this in our controller, or we're going to sell this thing right out of the gate. We are supporting it, we endorse it, we believe in it. Why they haven't done that, it's really anyone's guess. But hopefully, this does become a reality. Hopefully we get this very soon. I would buy it day one in a heartbeat. I can strongly endorse that. I wish it had mapping for all 4 buttons, but I'll take what I can get. I'll just have to be mindful of my other 2 face buttons as time goes on, and we will see. Hopefully this isn't just a ploy by Sony, as IGN has speculated, to block other people from doing it. Hopefully legit it's something that is actually going to come to fruition, hopefully soon, because let's face it, it sucks playing the DualSense without this. That's the one thing that holds it back. I would absolutely love to have this functionality back again, and I think a lot of people would too. So leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you subscribe to this? Like, do you even care, first of all? Are you somebody like me who really is kind of still in love with your old Elite controller, or maybe you have a Scuff controller or Evil or Beaver Customs? I think they're Battle Beaver Customs. There's so many brands out there. Or I guess lastly, I'll ask, are you somebody who's done like home modding on your own? I've seen a lot of people do that too. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there about people like, oh, it's so easy. All you got to do is open up the back and solder this piece in and cut a hole in your case with plastic and this. It's a lot to take in. It's not for me. That's for me. That's for me. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And with that, closing out this video. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.